tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen.
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL.
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Atlanta Falcons. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes it can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
I got him. Hey, 39.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And some room to work. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. But that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver. That'll bring up second down. They tried the fade there to the back corner, and Charles, you know very well that can be hard to stay in bounds on that route.
So difficult because you have to start the route to give yourself enough space to actually fade away from the defender and stay in bounds, just as you described. If the defender's able to take away that little bit of cushion, it's often hard to come down inbounds with the ball and complete the play.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They run. Devontae Freeman. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with fourth down, forthcoming. They'll run it. Freeman. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
Let's go. 50, plant. Mike, 45. Leo. Shoot.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. A give running right is Conner. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On third down, Hodges. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. That's taken it around the 40. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Ryan. Flush to his right. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. First catch for the NFL's leader in receiving yards a year ago, and a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Here's Ryan. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 31 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Here now comes the Pittsburgh Steelers offense to take over possession of the football. It's a Pittsburgh team, by the way, that all of a sudden is back above 500. They're 6-5 with a win in Week 12 at Cincinnati, and now they host Cleveland. They can defeat Cleveland. They'll be at 7-5, and you start to think about their playoff chances in much better light. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On 1st and 10 is Counter. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And now this throw complete to Washington. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Counter, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
We got this. Let's go.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
On the set. Check my 6-6. Bullet high. Big stuff. Let's go. Get it.
On first down, Counter, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Hodges here on 2nd down. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now it's Hodges. The third down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball. When that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. Hodges, open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Second and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Connor, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it third and goal.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A 3-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the fourth down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on fourth down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and then converted a second time for 6 points.
That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The big man, Tyson Alualu, there to make the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Ryan. Complete to Jones. 7 yards there and a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down now. It's Freeman. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. From 21 yards away. And the Falcons have taken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Hodges looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. 3rd and long. It's Hodges. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Hodges now into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Escaping the pressure right. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Now, I know it's only a loss of a couple of yards, but when you get near the sidelines, just flip the ball out of bounds, incomplete, and save the yardage. Save the yards, not your stats.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. Side of that, you do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
We have hit halftime. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
14, Steelers 7.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Off the play fake, here's Hodges. He's going to launch it for Washington, and that is intercepted by last year's NFL leader, DeMonte Casey. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Looking in zone for Jones. And it'll be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. 2nd and 10, it's Hodges again. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
They always say the real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing, blitz coming, and down he goes. Jack Crawford, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. The rookie Hodges to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great end. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy... a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own... gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43. They go play action with Hodges. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster there to make the grab. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception, this drive the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it solid because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. 27 yards there, a first down. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just 1 fourth-quarter comeback for the QB. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, 59, ready. Ready to go.
They go play action with Ryan. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Crew able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They go play action here on 1st down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now Hodges off the play fake. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 79 yards. As his guys are able to regain the lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Ryan. Dancing to his left. Jones has it. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
59, ready, ready. Check. Go.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Rolling to his right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They go play action now. Ryan. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of two, and it's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Caught by Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Tyson Alualu. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Another try after the first down sack. Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range. Back to throw. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations. But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
15-9. Protein spill. Get it.
Now the rookie Hodges. Complete to Washington. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Jordan Berry now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? Taken from just outside the 30. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. So Ryan and the Falcons down 24-21. A little under a minute to go. They need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up first and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at their own 46. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Ryan to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Now Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their #1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Ryan. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this kick is not gonna get there. It's short and no good.